Yeah, buddy, we're going to look at FTX token today, FTT cryptocurrency. We can see today market cap on the daily time frame. The market is kind of just consolidating at the moment, but when we flip to that week, when we look at that week, guys, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. We're getting a nice bounce. Doge up 30%, Bitcoin up 4.5, BNB doing some good stuff. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that euphoria. So Bitcoin sitting at 21.4k at the moment, Ethereum holding healthy at $1,200. We've got the Glacier update for Ethereum on the 29th of June as well, guys, so don't miss out on that. Do a bit of research on it. So today I want to look at FTX token because it's a blue chip. We haven't really explored it much on this channel, and I think it does deserve a little bit of love. Rank 21, so it is definitely there for a reason. $3.77 billion market cap. We are down 1.8% on the day, but things still look pretty good as we have actually bottomed out around $27. If we look at the 1 month, we came down to about 20, I believe. There we go. So looking at the 15th of June, just following the Bitcoin capitulation through the 200-week moving average, it looks like we did find a nice bottom. And I think this really reminds me, this particular phase really reminds me of actually back here in June of 2021. So we're back to those 2021, pardon me, summer lows. And this makes me think opportunity. And this is why I'm looking at this coin today, because it's screaming accumulation. It's screaming buy me now kind of thing. Of course, this is not financial advice. I'm just someone that makes YouTube videos, so you don't have to copy me. But this is something I'm going to be adding to my portfolio slowly over time. Bit of news today, actually, I wanted to share with you because basically the small fry are getting excited because it's possible to begin owning one Bitcoin, as basically Bitcoin is more affordable. The investor appetite is basically much more realistic for people who have less money that aren't whales. You know, some people only have $5,000-$10,000 in their savings, and that's completely fine. But the dream to accumulate one Bitcoin is still very much real, and finally people can do this. With Bitcoin recently trading at $20,000 range for the first time since 2020, small-time investors found a small window of opportunity to achieve their dream of owning at least one Bitcoin, and I think it's important. I think this is great. Look how happy people are. I finally did it. Operation One Whole Coin is now complete. That's such a good feeling. Trust me, I know how good that feeling is. While the total number of addresses holding one Bitcoin saw an immediate reduction in days to come, the crypto community on Reddit continues to welcome new crypto investors that hodled their way into becoming a whole coiner. And I think it's also important to look at the on-chain data. You can see there's another picture of here, someone really excited to finally own over one Bitcoin. I was able to catch a falling knife and buy enough to get me over the finish line. This was no easy feat. I'm just an ordinary guy with an ordinary life. Well, now you're not an ordinary guy. You are a pretty damn cool guy because you own one Bitcoin. And come 5 years' time, you're not just going to be having an ordinary life. If you see Bitcoin hit $150,000-$250,000. So well done to you. I don't know who you are, but I'm very excited for you, and I know that's a lovely feeling. So what's also important is this data right here. Number of addresses with over one Bitcoin on Glassnode. Well, between 15 June to 25 June, the total number of Bitcoin wallet addresses holding more than one Bitcoin grew by 873, according to the Glassnode data. Contrary, the Google search results reflect peak anxiety for the cryptocurrency markets following weeks of relentless sell-offs, tumultuous bearish behavior and turmoil, as fear, anxiety is through the roof. Another bit of cool news, actually. Crypto.com to accept Apple Pay for crypto purchase in US. So a bit of nice global adoption news, which should create a surge in the total volume and the real usage, the real world usage, utility, currency effect of cryptocurrency. So you can see here, to use a new payment option, users will need to first add their debit or credit card to the Apple Wallet on their iPhone. Apple's payment app can easily be used to pay for crypto purchases, the announcement said. So this is real good news. Just going to take a quick sip of water, and then we're going to have a little talk about FTX, guys. And let me know down in the comments what you're buying today. How are you? How are you all doing? I actually want to know. I'm going to reply to all your comments. Just tell me how your life is. What have you done today? That's all I want to know. Just tell me one thing about you. I want to connect with you. So here we go. What I'm seeing with FTX token at the moment is really nostalgia. And I think it's great to see how FTX has respected this $21 level. We did just lose a key piece of support, which was written in over here at $22.22. And that was the capitulation wick from the 21st of June 2021, where we had our first phase of major wick off distribution. So what I am seeing is a reminder of this accumulation range, because we're back to these summer 2021 lows, and the last time we were there, we saw a nice pump to the upside from the swing low to the swing high. The impulse was 293%. Now, I'm not saying we're going to see the same thing. So far, we have seen a 33% pump, but I would at least anticipate maybe that we could at least come up to the $33 resistance level on this diagonal resistance. Using our fib extension from the previous swing high to low here, we came up to the 1.414, 1.618 levels. Now, if we were to look at this particular level here, and we do the same thing, we'd be looking actually at a pragmatic target of between $61 and $73. And I still think it's possible. I mean, you can see that clearly there's a large amount of resistance on this particular swing high here as well, which is written in basically on the 28th of March 2022, week commencing at $52. So I am looking for these price levels. I do think we are due a bit of an impulse wave here, because we've had lots of accumulation at these lower price levels. And if we look at the daily time frame, another great thing to look at is, in my opinion, the relative strength index. Last time we were oversold was here at the green line. We're going to make this a blue line actually just on this occasion. We'll make it a bit thicker for our eyes. When else where we've been oversold on this daily RSI over here, we've been oversold as well over here. So we're back at that oversold territory, and we're starting to get that momentum pick back up. We're almost oversold here as well, which does make sense following the Terra Luna FUD and also the Bitcoin capitulation. So we're back at the oversold stages, lots of fear in the markets, guys. But each time following these oversold positions, we do actually see a rally commence. We didn't really get it here in December, but there was a whole altcoin washout anyway. But what I'm expecting is at least a small rally to the upside over the next few days and weeks for this project here. So I would like to see FTX at least put through some more green candles on the weekly and the daily time frame, as this is what's going on at the moment. What we can see is we had a double bottom reversal pattern here. It didn't play out. Unfortunately, the capitulation was just too powerful, and Bitcoin carried everything else down with it in the market. So we're looking out for the next pump here, guys. What I am looking at now on this 4-hour time frame is this key resistance, but it does look like we're testing and retesting the resistance over and over again. And the more times you test a resistance level, the more likely you are to break out to the upside. That's right, the upside. So if we can break out to the upside, things will start looking really nice. Nice accumulation range here, almost starting to look like a cup and handle position actually on this particular time frame. We could probably draw one in. I don't know if it's needed, but we're going to draw it in for the sake of good old TA. Accumulation range, we've got the handle over here. So if you do break out to the upside, I'd be looking for at least the depth of this cup. Follow the neckline to the swing low, which is around here. And that would give us a pragmatic target of around a 9% breakout to the upside over here, guys. So we're looking at a $32 FTX over the next few days, if we can maintain upwards price momentum and the buying pressure is still nice and high here. You could also argue that it's a bit of an ascending triangle at the same time, which is also a bullish continuation pattern. So hopefully we can see FTX pump to the upside. There's no bearish divergence here on the RSI. The RSI is actually looking rather healthy as we pull back down to the 58 levels right there. We can also use our Bollinger Bands. We can bring up some volume. You see the volume is declining at the moment, but we are sitting pretty above the 20-day moving average. And we did just come over that Bollinger Band on the 4-hour time frame. That's why we saw a bit of a pullback. I do think if we can hold the line here for FTX at this particular $27 level, we should see some continuation to the upside. Now, if we do break out, of course, it's going to be really exciting. People will be FOMOing in most likely, as we will see a big rally for this particular project. Hopefully we can see it sooner rather than later. But what I think is great is how FTX really did respect this $20 to $22 range. Buying here would have been absolutely optimal. As you see, you'd be in a nice healthy profit by now. So I still think there's still room for a breakout to the upside, and like I say, I'm looking for this breakout followed by retest, hopefully coming to around that $33 level. That's what I'm looking for in June, July of this particular month. Now for the next quarter, I do think it's good to start looking at the next resistances here. So if we take our fib extension again, looking at the 0.618 level, the $40, the $46, and also coming back up to the $53 resistance should be quite realistic over the next few months here for FTX, because it is looking quite undervalued. And I think the fact it's respecting this level so much, where we previously saw an impulse to the upside. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Don't do it. Whew, hay fever. Yeah. God, imagine being weak to grass. I'm such a pussy. What's going on? So we can see $3.78 billion market cap. It's very easy for this project to still 5 to 10x. I just wanted to show you what the previous market cap all-time high is over here, 9.65 billion. So we can certainly do a 3x from this particular level. One thing to know though, we've only got 38% of the circulating supply and circulation of the total supply. So what we're looking at again is these particular levels. What do I think we could see for the next 4 or 5 years by the next crypto bull run? Well, it's always a good question, and it's always a good thing to take a look at. So we can easily measure, really just using our Fibonacci extension again, take that market cycle top, the all-time high over here of around $86 to the local low. Not necessarily the market cycle low, but it's the local low. And what we can use is our 1.272 to 1618 Fibonacci's. And again, they are telling us that the realistic targets is between $100 and $123, which again would result in around a 5x for FTX cryptocurrency. So I do think it's personally a good project to hold for the long term. If you're looking for immediate large profits, then don't get excited. And I would say the same with every cryptocurrency right now. Unless you can really catch the falling knife at the perfect time, it's going to be difficult to actually yield big profits right now. But I still think now is a great time to buy crypto. You've only got to look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart, which is back in that basically a fire sale zone. We could easily still see a bounce for Bitcoin back to $30,000 before actually seeing continuation to the downside once again. Now, what would happen if we did lose the support of FTX here at that 21 level, where we'd probably come back down into a price discovery? I think we'd see the $15 price level at worst. I don't really think we'll come back down to that $3 to $1 level ever again for this particular project. Now, looking at Bitcoin very quickly, where we lost our 200-week moving average, which is this blue line, which I've just drawn in. We did come down to the green logarithmic regression band, which screams undervaluation. We've only been here a few times in the last few years, as you see, December 2018 and April 2020 following the COVID-19 crash. Now that is really a big buying indicator. What I'm saying is every time Bitcoin hits 200-week moving average and capitulates lower, plummets down below, it usually offers a really, really good time to buy Bitcoin and actually make some money, some shmoney. So if you want to grab some crypto today, guys, use that link down in the description below. Just click on through. In 5 minutes time, you can either buy some FTX or Bitcoin or whichever currencies of your choice. It's really, really easy to set up and do. Just want to remind you all to also jump into the Discord channel. We've got around 300 people in here at the moment of all different skill levels. Come say hello. You're going to get some nice juicy trading benefits as well. If you want to, also have exclusive trading signals, you can become a patron too. So do get yourself into the Discord. Make sure you hop into the Telegram as well, so you don't miss out on all of the crypto news and insights. Subscribe if you're new. Comment, like the video, leave suggestions. I'll see you soon, guys. Stay crypto safe. Let's make some bear market money, yo.